Kia ora. Let's look at how we can use the EEC method to do solubility product calculations. So what is this EEC method? E for equation. So write the balanced equation first. That means you're going to make less mistakes when you write the expression, which is the Ks is equal to, and you write the expression, and then you do the calculation. And always double check the calculation. And it's helpful to know that the EEC is in alphabetical order of equation, expression, calculation, so that it's easy to remember the order. Now, there are 4 types of calculations you need to know for the 91392 standard. We're just going to look at the first one in this video, but there will be more videos for the others. So, calculating the solubility product, or the Ks value. So if you're given a solubility, and that's always given a unit of moles per litre, you can calculate the solubility product. And notice the sentence where it says in pure water. So the only source of the calcium and fluoride ions is from the calcium fluoride solid that you add to the water to dissolve it. So using the EEC method, first the equation. Notice that you've got 2 fluorides for every 1 calcium fluoride. Then the expression, and because you've got 2 fluorides, you have to square the fluorides. Now, if my solubility of calcium fluoride is 2.31 times 10 to the minus 4, it means the solubility of my calcium ions is the same, because 1 calcium fluoride gives 1 calcium, but the fluoride is double the amount. So when I substitute into the equation, then I've doubled it here, because I have to double it. But so when I substitute into the expression, I have to square it as well. So my fluoride is both doubled and squared. And then we do the calculation. Notice I've done it very stepwise. So the more steps you put in, the less likely you're going to make a mistake until you get a final answer. And notice that we don't give a unit. There is a shortcut method. Now, you do need to know the type of salt for this method. So is it an AB salt, AB2 salt, or A2B salt? So very quickly, if I have an AB2 salt, then the solubility of the AB2 is S, which is the same for the A2 plus, but it's 2S for the B minus because I've got 2 Bs. So write out the equation and you can see that, and you'll notice that the Ks, my solubility product, is the same as 4S cubed, which is the same for an A2B salt. So you'll see it's the same. For an AB salt, it's a lot simpler. It's S times S, and so it's simply S squared. But please note this is only for pure substances dissolved in pure water. So it's always from a single source and not 2 different sources. And there's my little shortcut. You will be given those shortcut values in the exam. So here's an example of my calcium fluoride. If I use the shortcut method, I still have to work out that S is 2.31 times 10 to the minus 4 from the given question. And now I just substitute it into the 4S cubed. Please note that you don't cube the 4 because we've already cubed it, and you get the answer. Let's do another example. Barium carbonate. You are given the solubility. Calculate the solubility product. Remember, EEC, first equation, make sure it's balanced. Then the expression, and you should have no problems if you've written the equation correctly. Now the solubility, because it's a 1:1 ratio, an AB salt, then S is going to be 7.10 times 10 to the minus 5 for both of them. So I can just simply substitute that in and multiply it together. And remember, there's no unit. Or with shortcut method, I can do exactly the same thing, but I simply square the S value and I get to the same answer. And one final example. Here is an example of an AB2 salt. So if I calculate the solubility product, first the equation, and remember I double the hydroxide and then I square it in the expression. So there I've doubled it, and now I have to square it here. So my solubility for Fe is the same as the salt. My solubility for the OH minus will have to be twice that, and then we square it. And so we get our answer, and remember, no unit. Or just doing the shortcut method, I substitute into the 4s cubed formula, and I get then the same answer. Try and do it in all the steps as possible. Don't try and take shortcuts. And finally, here is a summary for AB. Ks is equal to s squared. For the others, Ks is equal to 4s cubed. And here's a summary, and we will go again over that in later videos. Kia ora.